Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Monday morning. Want to say hey to all my subscribers. New as well this season. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Monday morning, guys. So, hope you guys had a great weekend. It was a quiet weekend for myself. I just want to jump on really quickly and share with you guys a download. And this is going to be to those of you who feel like you're still waiting and waiting and waiting, and maybe you even feel like God has forgotten about you, and you're even considering reverting back. Please be still, right? Be still. So, obviously, chosen ones, we all are waiting on different things, right? Different promises. So maybe you're waiting on that destiny helper. You're waiting on that open door. You're waiting on that partner or that spouse. You're waiting on that new job, that new ministry. You're waiting to relocate, whatever it may be. God has promised you something, and you feel like nothing is aligning, and it's like, where's God? Right? Maybe I heard God wrong. Maybe it was a familiar spirit. I'm tired. I'm reverting back. Be still. Truth of the matter is, a lot of the times, we're not even, I heard Pastor Bishop Samuel Blake say this when we were at Pastor R.C. Blake's birthday dinner. I was telling him something in regards to, matter of fact, my phone and my job. I'm so used to like my phone blowing up and things like that. And so when I was in New Orleans, my phone was silent. Right? Just like 2 years ago, my phone was silent. I mean, silent. And I was struggling. I'm picking up my phone, calling, checking on my staff. Hey, is everything all right? Da, 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 da. And he said, it's crazy that we don't even know what it means to sit in peace. Like, we truly were conditioned. Society has conditioned us to always want to be busy and always want to be doing something. So when God has us in a season of rest and calling us to be still, we're going through it. We're growing impatient. We feel like God has forgotten about us. We heard God wrong. And he really just wants us to be still before he opens that door. But many of us don't even know what peace is because, look at the world, right? So a lot of you may just be really struggling because things are quiet. Maybe it's your trauma triggers. So whatever that you've been through, different afflictions of all sorts, betrayal of all sorts. Again, maybe you're going through spiritual attacks. Maybe you're going through job loss, unfair job loss. Maybe God has promised you a spouse or a partner, and there's nobody in sight. Maybe God have told you he wants you to start a ministry. He's going to relocate you, but nothing is opening. No doors are opening, and you're trying to just, the enemy's in your head. He's telling you you heard God wrong. You're now 85. You're getting older. You're 85. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say, right? You're not beautiful enough. You're not handsome enough. You don't have enough money. You're broke, right? You're dusty. He putting all that foolishness in people's head, and because we had nothing but time on our hand, right? He's pounding it. And then you start to question it. Really, am I really getting? You start to question and entertain that stuff only because you're at a posture of peace and quiet. Maybe you feel like you've done everything God have told you to do. You've removed all the people, or you allowed him to remove the people. You're not fighting to get them back like wild cats. Everything that he required you, your instructions, whatever your instructions were, we all have different instructions. You've completed all of that, but you're still sitting. Maybe even some of the people who have betrayed you, it feels like their life is going on as normal, and it may feel like they're excelling. And yet you were the innocent one. You were the one who got betrayed. You were the one who got cheated on. You were the one who got thrown under the bus. Like, you were the one who got fired. You were the one who got up out of your bed and went to that job when no one else would. And they fired you for something petty or for no reason at all. And it seems like everyone else is happy, and be still. Be still. This is the season of restoration and acceleration for the chosen ones, as well as for individuals who've just, you always got the short end of the stick, which typically are going to be chosen people, but get in where you fit in, right? You've always got the short end of the stick. And it just seems like you've never got to experience a fruitful season, right? And it seems like everybody around you is just, listen, be still. The shift is here. You can feel, if you're spiritually sensitive, which chosen people are, you can feel the spiritual shift. Even though you may not see the physical things, right, in your hand yet, you can feel the shift. You can feel the door is open, right? Sometimes what you don't realize is that, okay, some blessings, some open doors are like, boom, lights, camera, action, right? And God thrusts you from one season to the next. You go from a dry season to a fruitful season. But then there's other seasons where sometimes you're going to gradually, is very slow, almost like a train going really slow on a track. And so you may feel like you're not even in that season, and you're already in the season. It's just that because you don't see the physical things yet, right? But spiritually, you can feel that you're being guided and shifted, even though it's slow motion, right? You're being guided and shifted into your next season. And then all of a sudden, one day you wake up, you see the lights, camera in action. But I think with gradual shifts like that, I really think sometimes that can be the best way, even though it requires a lot of patience, but at least your head wouldn't get overblown. Because it took so long to get there and you had to go through so many things in order to get there, your head won't be swollen when God brings these blessings to you. And honey, when you get there, listen, I had a season like that, honey. I had a season like that. I had a season where I got thrusted from one season to the next. No, it wasn't a thrust, because thrust happened like instantly. I had a slow moving season. And honey, finally, when I was able to see the lights, camera in action, if you will, you'd be so tired. Like, you just let everybody else celebrate. Like, you just want to go to bed because you had to go through so much to get there. I mean, don't get it twisted. You're excited and you know, like, wow, God really does answer prayers. But sometimes when you have to go through so much in order to enter certain seasons, certain open doors, et cetera, that you're just tired. You're just like, Lord have mercy. And everybody else see the blessings and the fruit, and they just think like, oh, and you're just like, honey, if you only knew. if you only knew, honey, only his grace kept my mind, right? Only if you knew. But those of you truly who are still waiting, right? Ask God, literally, ask God to reveal to you. And some of you already know the answer before you even asking God, because he done told you 35,000 times. But, but ask God, is there anything, anybody, any mindsets that you have not removed that's holding you back? And for some of you, it's heavy in my spirit. It's a person. It's a person. Whoever that person is, honey, it's a person. And God done told you 95,000 times. He done told you. He done told you. You are not going anywhere. You will not be elevated. You will not be shifted. You will not enter your due season because this one can't go. Now, why they can't go? That's between them and God and you and God. But he done made it clear. And you're, Lord, please help me out to be. I'm trying to really be serious this morning. For whatever reason, that's between them and God and you and God. But he's made it very, very clear. Even though you constantly are trying to change that person, you're honey, you're fasting and God, please help me. You're fasting and honey, you just hungry. You're God. Oh my goodness gracious. You're fasting for no reason, right? Just hungry. Fasted and praying, hoping that God would change his mind about this person. Honey, listen. Yes, absolutely. Please pray for people. I pray for a lot of people, but finally I'm at this place where, listen, once I pray for you, I'm going to release you. period, right? I used to pray and try to hold on and pray and try to, like, can you just see what God is trying to do? Like, I'm trying to really help you see. Honey, we cannot. We just can't. That's a process between them and God. You can't answer the call for them. You can't go through the transformation season for them. It's a person. For some people, it's mindsets, characteristic flaws. None of us are perfect. We all have our stuff, right? It could be a lack of patience. I know that definitely was a hold up of mine. I'm still not perfect in that area, but honey, I'm so much better. Right. It could be mindsets, lack of patience. I'm still struggling certain areas of your flesh, obviously. Popping off. Just mindsets. There's just certain things that, and we know what the area is. There's no question, right? We're still struggling in these certain areas. It's like we want God to open these doors to more. Make it make sense. How would God open the door for us if we're struggling with certain things on this level? The next level is acceleration, right? Meaning access to more things, access to more people. So what's going to happen? Whatever that vice is, that's going to be accelerated too. So I'll speak for myself. if I have a lack of patience, again, I'm better. It took me about 16 years to even get better from the time I prayed for patience. Listen, please don't be as ignorant as I was by praying for something and thinking that it just happens. I prayed for patience 16 years ago, and I've been tested for 16 years. You will get tested over and over and over again until you get some kind of hold on that thing. Right now, I'm at a place now where, listen, I'm surrendered. It took 16 years, but it is what it is. I'm fully surrendered. It is what it is. Your timing, not mine. Fully surrendered. 16 years. So if lack of patience was my thing, let's say 4 years ago, it was heightened at that time, right? Lack of patience at a current level. Maybe 5 calls to 5 people during that time. If I had a lack of patience for 5 people, what would happen if he shifted me to a new level and it was 100 people? With a lack of patience with 100, you're struggling with 5, but a lack of patience with 100, honey, we be asking for things and not realizing that the things that we're asking for are going to be the same things, snatch our minds, take our minds if we're not careful. So whatever thing that he's working on, right? Ask God for strength. I've learned, someone had revealed this to me like 2 years ago, and it's been a game changer, right? Versus asking for this, that, and the third, ask for strength in that area, right? So Lord, give me strength with patience. And it makes such a huge difference. I won't even lie, right? I wish I knew that 16 years ago, but it is what it is. Your girl got it now. Okay. No matter how much we cry, kick, scream, want it, doesn't matter. One thing that I've learned, God does not move off emotions, honey. You can cry, you can beg, you can plead. If it's something that he's requiring of you, he will not change his mind. I promise you. I promise you. Some things he may let slide, but if those things he's highlighted, you will not, God, I'm having a flashback. You will not change his mind. Because it's going to be something that ruins you at the next level. Those of you who truly, honestly, like you really, really feel you've put the work in, honestly, you have removed every person, every mindset, honey. You went to therapy. If he told you to go to therapy, like you did everything, honestly. Like, you're probably all alone by yourself, honey. You got your checklist, your little notepad. You truly done check every single thing off. You've asked God, God, is there anything that I'm missing that I don't know about? Can you please reveal it to me? Like, truly, truly, honey, you've done it all, honey. Right? Congrats. You've done it all, right? And it still feels as if God is silent on you. Just be still. The enemy is going to try to do everything in his power to get you out of alignment. That means that looks like God told you to be still, right? But you're bored, so you want to go and try to start opening a door over here. You want to start a ministry over here. You want to write a book. I mean, all that stuff may be fine, but it's going to distract you where he needs you to be still right now. See, in stillness, we can really, well, me, honey, in stillness, I mean, those downloads just drop, right? I was on the nature trail yesterday. Honey, downloads just drop. Stillness in nature, downloads just dropping. We can really hear so clearly from the spiritual realm when we are in silence. But the enemy will do everything in his power to get you distracted. God made it clear he wants you in a single season. Honey, he's going to send you 75,000 counterfeits and all of them fine. But he made it clear he wants you in a single season, right? Because maybe he's bringing your spouse, your partner in the next season. So he needs you to be clear. And here, all these counterfeits are popping up. You meet one, honey, you rebuke him, keep it moving. Another one pop up, you rebuke him. And eventually, if you're not careful, you give in because you're tired and you're bored. Y'all hear that rain coming down? Honey, I love me some rain. Rain is so sexy. Who child? Someone asked me that the other day, like, how is rain sexy? I can't really explain it. I mean, I really can't explain it, right? So if you've done everything that God asked you to do, just be still. Ask God for strength to be still. Ask God for strength in this season of stillness for yourself. So ultimately, whatever season that you're in, right? Do everything to stay in alignment. Because many of us are literally pivoting into the next season, right? Inch by inch. And because many of us will be thrusted into the next season overnight, a door will open. The number one thing that's going to keep us from entering the next season is if we're out of alignment. And we know what the alignment is, because I mean, God have made it clear. Not only have we made it clear, we've been in alignment before. We've been in not perfect, but we've been in great alignment before certain major attacks. We got out of alignment, right, to deal with these emotions and the this, that, and the third that comes with attacks. And then somehow we got distracted and the counterfeit started to look real good, feel real good, all that stuff. So it's not that we don't know. We know what alignment is for us. We just got to get back to it fast when we miss our season. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.